Welcome to We Didn't Plan for This, a special series from How Yoga Changed My Life. Normally on the podcast, we talk about practices like movement, breathwork, and meditation, and how they've changed people's lives. But this series, it's different. It's about the moments that shift everything. The seasons you didn't see coming, and how we keep showing up anyway. And if something here resonates with you, follow our show, share it with someone who might need it, or send us a message. Because the truth is, we didn't plan for this, but we're here. And we're recording. Welcome to another episode of We Didn't Plan for This, a podcast. This is Adrienne.
And nutritious Nora.
So usually on this series, we talk about the parts of life, those moments that shake us, change us, or force us to become someone new. But this week, we really needed a break because somewhere along the way, Nora and I realized there are now a shocking number of tiny things that suddenly drive us absolutely insane.
Batshit crazy.
For sure.
A little better, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about how people react and respond in public when they're on the phone, how people can stand too close sometimes, just overall annoyances or tiny little things throughout life that we now kind of understand what we need in our lives, like more fiber and supportive footwear and, oh God, readers. So this episode is just two women realizing that we've become people with opinions, a lot of opinions. So today we're leaning into the lighter side of We Didn't Plan for This because apparently we have notes. All right, so we are in the car on the way back from a overnight Mother's Day kidnapping.
We needed to run away for a little while. That's the truth.
We ran away for the night.
What do we want for Mother's Day? To be not
alone
in our own lives.
We just wanted to be, we did not want to be with anybody on Mother's Day, especially me right now, as you can very well understand, is not a day that I'm celebrating. But we kind of were talking on our road trip that there are so many little things that started to drive us crazy.
Yeah, and it also just, like, for me, especially came out of nowhere. I didn't expect to be turning into this person.
Right.
That gets set off by the smallest things.
Well, I mean, you have had a lot going on lately, but I will say that
true.
Watching the anime shows that you've been watching.
It's a Western cartoon.
A Western cartoon.
Western cartoon.
That has definitely
it's not
triggered
helping.
your perimenopause rage.
It's brought me back to, I'm shouting out my girl Alec McBeal, because if for anybody that we're going this way.
Okay. We're in the car too, by the way.
You need to turn this way. Thank you.
I'm not.
We're not going back that way. We came from that way. We're going this way, and then you're going to make a left underneath the highway
there we go.
and get on. There you go.
All right.
Like I was saying, shout out to my girl Alec McBeal. I haven't thought about this show in a long time, but this is the best way for me to describe what's happening. Is that on that show, she would oftentimes go off on these little imaginary. It was like a throat punch Thursday moment.
Yeah.
But like in her head, it was really happening. This is what she actually wanted to happen, instead of, holding it in and being the prim and proper and behaving as society would expect her to behave. And I've been resonating with that a lot lately. And so I'm explaining to Adrienne as I'm hearing of things happening completely out of my control and sitting at home healing little things and having these vivid because of the Western cartoons.
Yes.
She's convinced that I've watched too much anime while I'm sitting at home.
Too much rage.
But of me physically turning into the Leo lion that I am and physically ripping people's throats out for saying the things that they're saying or doing the things that they're doing or wasting their life and, and so she's convinced that this is just part of the little things, and that's honestly what brought us to this conversation. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I can't imagine, like anybody in my, like, I can't imagine having these kind of rageful thoughts until like probably the last, I don't know, at least year. But then thinking back to like the past 5 months of my life has dramatically changed. And maybe that has made it so that the I don't give a fuck factor is gone. Like, I don't give a fuck. I have no filter.
I say that my fucks don't grow back anymore.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't have any, like, they don't come back. And I thought it was COVID that killed them for sure. But I'm pretty sure that my perimenopause and COVID sort of like collided, like two cars, like in a head-on collision.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Because at the exact same time, I broke my ankle 2 days before COVID, before we shut down for COVID. And then, and so I was reading a lot, also drinking a lot. And I refused to believe that I was losing the 2010 vision that I've had my entire life.
That's right.
Because I'm like,
you've had that good a vision?
Yes.
So you could have been a pilot if you wanted to be one in the Air Force.
No, that's an officer job. I was enlisted.
Oh.
I didn't have a degree. I was 19 with nothing. And no. But physically, I probably could have passed the test. Although I don't know what. Anyway.
Do you have to have really good eyesight though? Seriously, because I've always wondered that.
I think you can have surgery and have that taken care of. Though? I don't know.
It's kind of eye racist.
It's so not part of the conversation today.
I know, sorry.
That was a rabbit hole, wasn't it?
I know. Well, I'm so excited to be on I-10 going 80 miles an hour. I find this to be fascinating.
I can't believe that you've never driven 80 in your life.
Well, I mean, I probably have.
That also,
like,
shocks me
but
on another level.
What other states have roads that you can go 80 on?
I don't know. I've lived the majority of my life in Texas, other than the years I served in other states and outside of the country. I've lived the majority of my life in Texas, and where I feel like anyway, that's a whole another subject. So when I leave and I can't drive 80, it pisses me off.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
We were boarded by states that were they're the highest they can drive is 65.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of the left lane.
Well, that's
if you don't want
given, right?
See, I know that is part of it. That is part of it.
So let's talk more about what other things did we write down that we were going to talk about.
I was saying about losing my eyesight, and now here we are, like 6 years post COVID, and it's not just the fucking fact that I had to give in and get reading glasses because the headaches were killing me so much, and I demanded that I was dehydrated. I was like, I know that I have this headache because I'm dehydrated. It's a dehydration headache. Or, it's just my blood pressure's out of control. I need to breathe. I need to get this shit back under control. I'm letting my stress get to me. That has to be why I have these constant headaches. No, it's not because I'm laid up with a broken ankle, drinking way too much alcohol, and reading and playing cards and, reading on my phone and reading books and watching shows and physically journaling and writing. All close-up activities and coloring. I'm an avid colorer. I love to color. And that couldn't possibly be my eyesight was going. No. And then my first visit with the optometrist, as soon as we were able to have visits again post-COVID, and he's like, well, women of a certain age.
Oh, fuck that sentence.
And I stopped. Right, it was like my entire life just stopped. And I said, this son of a bitch did not just say that to me.
Okay, that's that perimenopausal rage that I'm starting to picture myself turn into the Taurus bull and fuck some shit up with someone who says women of a certain age.
He didn't just say that to me. I was like for real, I didn't believe him because I didn't think of, I'm atypical. I don't think of myself that way. I'm also on the, Well, it's part of my Sheldonism. Like, I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. That's not how I gauge my worthiness.
Which is a huge win for any woman of any age.
Yeah, but it felt like a left hook out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have a rebuttal. I was seriously in shock. Anyway, reading glasses. Now fast forward 6 years later, I have two separate sets of readers now. I have to have a second magnification for laptop work versus my cell phone and this closeness,
and the TV,
which will come back into play when we come to another topic that we both agreed on to put on this list for today.
Yes.
But why don't you talk about your alarm system?
Oh my God. Okay. So
I need you to talk about that for a second.
I think it's more of like,
and the fact that you get to work an hour before you have to every single day of of your
Every
life.
single day of
And
my life.
yeah, people don't understand. Sometimes you have a client or a class at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So this bitch will be in the fucking parking lot at 4 o'clock before the doors are even open.
No, I won't even go into the parking lot. I park in the parking lot across the street because I can't step foot onto the facility until I know that I'm okay. So it's almost like I have developed this since I started teaching super early morning classes back in Chicago, that my alarm goes off at 4. I'm out the door before 4:30. I'm at work before 5, and I'm in my car until I have to go into work. But I used to like an hour. I used to like 1 full fucking hour. So it's like if I don't have class until 6, 5:30, I'm going in the building because I'm a freak and I want to be in the building early so I can make sure that, there's just not, shit always goes wrong right before I teach a yoga class. Like I've had people get their purses stolen and their car broken into. I've had people pass out. I've had, the music doesn't work. The speakers or the sound or the heat or the humidity or something bullshit will happen right before I go to teach. So
yeah, even though you have literally 10,000 cables for everything.
Everything
you could possibly have.
I have to.
We go away for one night and we both say, I'm like, girl, I have 9 fucking bags and I'm not even going to apologize about it. And she's like, girl, I have a whole truck full of shit. I go everywhere with 9 bags. Do you remember me? And I'm like, yeah, we are the same in that way. And that we have to over prepare.
Well,
because heaven forbid,
that?
It's a paranoia of not having everything all the time for everyone and handling, putting out fires before they start because and anticipating the second. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah,
that's absolutely part of it. Yeah, that is my family motto.
And I think it's funny when you got in the car and I was like, all right, let's get in the back. I'll put your stuff in the back. And I look in the back of my car and I go, what a hodgepodge of bullshit this is. There's a ring light, 1 Birkenstock slipper, a bolster, 4 yoga mats, those big stickies that you use.
The giant Post-it notes that are 2 foot by 3 foot.
A Superman cape, and a
blow up unicorn costume that you used for reels.
No, I didn't use that one yet.
That wasn't the one. That Carrie was in.
No, she didn't. No, she did that one. I had we did like Santa Claus and an elf or a gingerbread man. But I bought that one. And then Mallory used it and broke it. So I bought a new one and I haven't got to use it yet. And then
we'll put that on the list of things to do.
Yeah.
Yes, and you also own a unicorn onesie that Denny proudly wore at Burning Man last year and loved every minute of it. That did look pretty cool.
And then I have a diagnostics cable for my car, just in case it breaks down. I can plug it in and I can tell somebody what the codes I'm getting in my car.
Then we get to the motel and she literally pulls out a fucking charging brick that has 16 portals to charge the whole fucking motel we're staying in.
It's a long extension cord too, because when you go to I traveled.
Yes, no, I got it. I get it.
You know me.
I know.
When I traveled, I had to I stayed in shit motels and hotels.
And stuff would not work, and so that trained you to see the unforeseen. Which in my circumstance, I was literally contingency officer. That was an extra job that I was trained for in the military. So I had to learn and look out for all possible contingencies and then prepare for every possible thing that could go wrong on a mission or on a deployment or prepping for this or paying for that or doing whatever. So
holy shit, that would be
so now
hard.
That's part of my trauma.
Your
anyway,
isms.
It is. But listen, that's not even the thing that made it on our list. The thing that made it on our list is the fact that you have 10,000 fucking cables, and the one that reaches my phone that I forgot, the one thing that I didn't bring other than an extra gallon of water and a roll of toilet paper, because yes, that's the person that I am, the freak that I am. But I've been drugged for the last 30 days, so I'm not quite there all myself.
No, but you're almost off.
You bring 10,000 cords, and the one you give me doesn't fucking work.
It doesn't. No, and
from my Android phone, because she's Apple everything in my Android.
Yeah, but you're USB-C now, so at least we can share.
At least we can
USB-C.
share that too. Yeah.
But what's funny is that then the only other cord that I had was that little 3-foot cord. Which why the fuck do they make those?
3 inch.
Yeah.
That not 3 foot.
That's
that
my
was
other
the chart.
problem. Men have been telling me my whole life that an inch is actually 6 inches.
Yeah, that's
so I have no idea
You
how
have
to
a problem
measure.
with measurements.
I have a real big problem with measurements.
That is not the same. That's why we don't let you bake.
Yeah, I can't
Cooking,
bake.
we're
No.
starting with cooking.
No.
Baking is
All
a
right,
little
so
while
what-
away.
what am I
Anyway,
allowed
so
to
yeah,
do?
having 10,000 cables, always have to have, and yet something is always dead.
Yes, something's always dead. And
Like you forgot to charge
no.
the Whoop or the watch or the phone or the tablet or.
Do you know that in my bag right now I have 2 emergency backup portable chargers, and
Battery bricks.
in the way back is a solar powered battery backup.
So it's not like we're not trying to fight the perimenopause rage. This is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We're trying to see all of the things that add to the
We are
ism of
tired
the day.
of
and
not being planned for. We didn't plan for this, so now we're
planning for everything
planning
at the
for
same
fucking
time.
everything.
At the
What
same
can go
time.
wrong?
Yep.
What can go wrong? Because we just know it's gonna happen.
I know.
My
Yeah.
windshield. Let's talk about my windshield for a second. Okay. My windshield. I go for a drive, and underneath of the windshield, right next to the metal frame, in between the windshield wiper and the metal frame, is how much? Because I can't measure. How much of that glass was there?
Like a 1/16 of an inch.
And a motherfucking rock hit between
Right.
the metal
It's not that
and the windshield
It's
wiper.
maybe an eighth of an inch. It's
It's
quite
such a-
remarkable. But of course, the exact spot,
and it
which is like my last day of work before going out for all this nightmare.
yes.
I run into the bathroom and my phone flies out of my hand, and it's like a scene where everything is running in slow motion. You see that it's going to hit on the tile floor of the bathroom, the women's bathroom, which freaks me out on a whole other level. I ace microbiology, and you can never unsee that shit. And yeah, I shattered my phone. Not just the screen, not just the glass, the digitizer, the whole damn thing. I had to get a whole brand new phone.
Yeah.
Like that, as if that was on the list of things to get done before I was about to go down for
5
mega
days before,
surgery.
yeah.
It was like,
Not only
are you
that,
kidding me?
But then as I'm trying to cheer you up, I get one of those sticky things for the back of my phone to stick it up on the window to record in class
She
some
does.
fucked up funny shit with some of the students, and my phone falls down, hits the side, cracks the screen, breaks the screen, have to spend, how much did I spend? $400?
I don't remember, but what I do know
$300?
is that you just got that phone 4 months ago.
I just got it in January.
Literally, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was your
Yeah.
that was your upgrade.
I know, that was my upgraded phone that I dropped and cracked and killed. But thank you for fixing it, Apple, because you're geniuses. I just wish you were cheaper.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean,
I think the cords and the cables and all of that stuff, and wrapping back to why we have to be prepared
Yeah,
for everything.
why?
That'll answer the question of why do we have to have 9 bags every time we go to
Oh my
anywhere?
God. Why can't
And
we
why
just
do you
get
feel
one
like you
big
have
bag?
to move in? Well, you do have you have a couple that are quite large that I'm actually really impressed that you carry around all day, because we're saving the weighted vest bullshit for another episode, okay? But we're not going to go into that today. But listen, you literally that thing has got to weigh 35 pounds.
I know we should have Denny weigh it.
We should, because he literally took every single, my weight lifting restriction right now is 10 pounds, so he took every single one of my fucking 9 bags, and he weighed them on the kitchen scale.
You can carry one at a time. You may carry one at a time.
To make sure that I wasn't going over. That's how fucking awesome
So
he is.
I brought
Ugh.
1, 2, 3 bags.
I'm really proud of you. I killed it
4.
this time.
Shit.
I hit
I
you.
had 4.
Oh no, we tied.
Yeah, we tied. We had
But
4.
I remembered my pillows, my 3 extra pillows,
Yes.
and you didn't.
No, I didn't bring it.
So
I
I
had my
guess that-
meditation cushion.
But that's true. You do, and I didn't not bring one yoga mat.
I've got those.
So yeah,
It's
so
like
I guess we
stop,
balanced
drop, and
each
yoga.
other. We balanced each other out there anymore.
Stop,
But
drop, and yoga.
I also, of course, if anybody that does know me, I'm nutritious Nora, and so I don't go anywhere without a bag, literally a recyclable, reusable grocery bag full of snacks, because
was the
no
best.
snacky, no happy.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed off right now because we did not plan enough water for our own trip, and I've had to drink what I call now plastic water that I buy in a plastic water bottle, which hurts my soul just a little bit every single time I have to do it. So That's the only thing those were the three things that I messed up
See, like,
with.
you know about the plastic water bottles.
Yeah,
I don't know
microplastics.
all about it yet.
Which
so,
is
like,
that's a whole other episode, though.
I also know how many water
it's
bottles.
just a trigger for me to not have to. I also, because my first degree is in accounting, I can't stand like paying the convenience store price for something. Yeah. Because you know me, I'm like I'm the farmer's market neighbor down the street, but I'm also the Costco girl on the other side of that.
Oh yeah.
Because every frozen organic vegetable that I can get there, cost per ounce outweighs the guilt of paying into a major corporation. For me, that's how I balance it out.
Exactly. Well, we can't unless we go and decide to be homesteaders. You know?
That's the only way. But we create networks. That's a whole other episode. What about the fact that what it feels like when somebody is just standing in the middle of the aisle with their cart?
Oh my God.
And blocking the whole way. You can't get in, you can't get around. Like, you need to literally, I can feel my blood and I can feel my blood pressure, and I go, oh bitch, it's time to breathe. Right here in the middle of HEB, you need to breathe. Otherwise, you need to pull your menopause fan out and start to cool your ass down, because you're going to lose your shit in the middle of the aisle because somebody has not realized that you need to get by, and you don't want to interact or have an energy exchange with someone at the moment. You're just trying to get in and get out and get on to the next thing in life.
Well, you know, I haven't been in the grocery store in a long time, but for me, it's when people are walking and they're on their phone and they're looking down at their phone. Oh, that's all. No, or they just stop in the middle of walking, and it's like, true. Excuse me. When did the sidewalk just become your place of living?
I don't know.
It's like no one is in their freaking bodies and in a present moment.
Or in the moment.
We're in our heads, we're on our phones.
Well, but that brings me to the second one just kills me, is people on speakerphone in public.
Oh my God.
In the fucking public restroom.
Oh my God.
That's a line. Bitch, get off your phone. Like, this is disgusting.
No, and FaceTiming.
What is wrong with you?
Put your earbuds in. Nobody needs to hear your conversation.
That's absolutely correct. It's just, it's beyond, I did not realize that I would be this irritated. And I guarantee you it's amped up if I haven't had a snack, and people they think hangry is a joke, but that shit's real.
No.
And especially for people that understand like exactly all the mechanisms that happen when your body's depleted. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's not helpful.
No.
Which is why I try to avoid being this bitchy, so I always have water and I always have snacks. It's like there's a loop. We're going back around. This is why we are the way we are.
We are this way.
Because we're trying not to be the people that we're becoming, but here we are. We didn't plan for this shit. We're these crazy ass perimenopausal women, and it's dumb because that's what irritates me the most.
Bitches. We're just two old white bitches.
And yeah, literally, it was really sad that we roll up to our, green logoed coffee place that we tend to order from all the time.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
And we each order because we're not going to order on each other's accounts because, well, then we're not going to get our stars.
Yeah.
So we order for pickup and we go and get our stuff. And I come back to the car and she's like, give me the coffees. What'd you get? And I asked you. I said, hey, what did you get? And you tell me, and we literally ordered the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We should be at this point not shocked every time something is alike, but when we don't agree, that should be the thing.
So the only difference is we found, right, like blaringly obvious, is that Nora is very smart with nutrition and fueling and all that stuff, whereas I'm dumb on that.
I'm boringly, what did I say? I'm diligently disciplined,
yes,
which is extraordinarily boring. I'm boring in how regimented I am in what I eat, when I eat, how I eat it.
But you know what to do.
I do.
The other thing that we're different in is you love sci-fi. Don't like it.
Yeah, I fucking do.
I don't
Which
like
is
sci-fi.
Bullshit because you majored in philosophy in college.
I know.
And Star Trek is literally philosophy.
I know, but
every single episode.
I just can't. Like when I grew up, like my parents liked it. Doctor Who, Dune, like all that shit. I can't do sci-fi. I mean, literally.
I think
what do
I'm
I
honestly, I'm
I
selective.
Listen to the fucking
I know.
Scanner.
I know.
Like,
and see, I have too much of that.
Shit.
I have too much of that real life shit in my real life because my first responder husband and we're both disabled veterans, And so I have enough real life shit to deal with. I don't want to go there.
I want to watch.
Escape. Yeah, absolutely. We're the ones that binge watched and over and over again. Big Bang Theory. We had all 10 seasons of Friends on DVD and watched them till they wore out, or the DVD player. I think Dylan put oatmeal in the DVD player, and I think that's how it finally died. And we just never got another one because we ended up with PlayStation. But
oh my god,
yeah, it's things like that. Those are the blaringly obvious differences.
There's one more.
Oh yeah.
You like zombie. You're ready for the zombie apocalypse, and I'm terrified of zombies.
But that goes into my preparation. See, you don't.
Exactly.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Be prepared for everything. Did you not watch Resident Evil?
No.
Did you not watch? I mean, listen.
No,
we need to go back. What we need to go back is to go back all the way back to Jurassic Park.
Well, Jurassic Park.
That's it right there. And we're genetically modifying this. We're cloning fucking body parts. Like things are coming. AI is here. Mm-hmm. We're only 4 years away from Terminator 1. I just need to say. Okay,
everybody else. My world.
I do. I can.
Tell me when I need.
And that's why. Yeah, my favorite question to ask when we have a hot seat is, no firearms allowed.
Yeah.
What is your number one go-to zombie apocalypse weapon of choice?
So no gun.
Yeah.
All right.
Because in this theory, sound attracts them.
Okay. So then a blow dart. Because you can keep blowing darts. You don't have, like, reloading, yes, but like a crossbow, that takes a lot of time to reload.
Wait a minute, stop.
What?
We're talking about a zombie, killing a zombie. How many blow darts do you think it'll take?
I don't know.
Kill a zombie, Adrienne. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Well, but I mean, a blow dart with like a really fucking badass like explosive on the end of it or something, or like a drug.
A blow dart explosive. That would again create a lot more.
I don't want to get close to them, so I'm not going to use a knife.
Yeah, for you, I have to teach you how a bow and arrow.
But then you have to reload a bow and I've shot a bow and arrow before.
Listen, these are your two options. Either you reload something from far away, or you get over it and get close.
All right,
because you can take a baseball bat with nails to their head, or if you don't want to get that close or chop anybody's head off, or then you have to be able to hit from farther away. And that's going to require reload.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So you got those are your two choices.
Just it seems like it's a really hard thing to reload too. That's why I was thinking something that I could just shoot out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Short, shallow breaths.
We have one more thing on our list that we didn't talk about yet.
Oh, what is it? I don't remember.
I mean, and it kind of brings us all back to it.
Can we put memory?
Okay, so wait. Yeah, memory is part of it.
Memory is
part of it. It's more so part if you're calorie deficient or if you're not eating carbohydrates.
Yes.
I need everybody in the world to hear me right now.
I eat carbs.
Yes, you do. You do a great job. You do a great job with that.
Thank you.
I
always take pictures of my good stuff
we'll
that I
make
try.
improvements in other areas.
Yes.
To be determined.
TBD.
But no, what did I give you the first thing you got when you got to my house? You took off and tried to give me something to help me the last time you stayed the night with me, and it stayed on my couch waiting for you.
My sports bra.
Yeah. So my question, so the thing that made it to our list is, when in the fuck did you have to be literally either dislocate a shoulder or become a fucking contortionist to be able to get your sports bra on or off? Like, what women, engineers, I need you to hear me, women engineers, figure this out, please, women in STEM, help us figure out why the fuck it's either you get the choices of dislocation or manipulation of some type that most of us don't have the thoracic spine range of motion to get in and out of.
My arms aren't long enough.
You feel like you're fighting your own body. And
then
you
start sweating and having a fucking hot flash trying to take your sports bra off.
This has created a whole new problem.
Well, not only that, but like, you right now have to wear.
Well, and then I'm on the other end of the spectrum. Yeah, I'm on the other end of the spectrum right now. I have to wear. Anybody who has had to have any kind of reconstructive surgery on the boobles, the chesticles, whether enlargement or making them smaller, any kind of fixture, any reconstruction like I had to have, you have to wear something called a surgical bra for 8 to 12 weeks post surgery.
Like the only time you can take it off is a shower. Too. You have to wear it all the time.
You have to wear it all the time. You have to sleep in a bra.
Yeah.
So not only
it comes off when I get home.
So, well, not for me right now. I have no relief from that, which is fueling the bloody visions that I'm having of ripping people's throats out.
You're in like a chainmail.
Not only am I recovering from surgery, but the hot flashes are literally microwaving me from the inside out. So I go nowhere without at least 2 of the handheld menopause fans that my mom found me that are badass rechargeable little fans.
Those
anyway,
are hilarious.
Yeah,
but the fact is that
now,
you have how many snaps did we count?
I think it was either 11 or 12, and they're not snaps; they're hook and eye.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because the
first
of all, listen,
who decided that was a good idea.
I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to you right now why.
Okay.
Because Velcro doesn't work.
Well,
Velcro doesn't work, especially when you're trying to recover from surgery and they just took chunks of bone out or cartilage out from the middle of your ribs and your breastbone. You don't have the strength to hold the boobicles together and get the Velcro to go up the front. For those who don't know what we're talking about, you need a front closure bra and something really like tight and supportive to keep them from moving while incisions are healing and things are trying to figure out what just happened. So you have adjustment levels because, ladies, the bra is absolutely the worst thing on the planet to have to shop for, because not only is no woman built the same, but most of us have one that's larger than the other. So trying to find a bra that fits is a fucking nightmare. So the front closure on the ones that I got from the hospital, and then my nurses were badass. I got 2 so I could wash one, and get it clean while I was wearing the other one. They didn't last the first 2 weeks, Adrienne.
No, that's crazy.
Denny was safety pinning them on me.
I remember that.
Because and then I had to put bandages underneath where the safety pins were rubbing me raw. Mm-hmm. It's just ridiculous. So understanding construction, the hook and eye 100% is the best option out of the closures that we have.
A fucking zipper.
Again, you cannot hold the weight of your tits together or up long enough to get the fucking thread of the zipper to thread, okay? As I have been in this situation before, because I bought front closure bras before any of this happened from Victoria's Secret, and I loved the way they felt once they were on.
Yeah.
But it wasn't worth me punching a hole in the wall of the dressing room to get the fucking thing on by myself. Like, I need to be able to change clothes, take a shower, get ready for the next client because I just taught cycle.
Yeah.
This is around that era.
No, I'm telling you.
And so no, the zipper is not a good idea. You can't do it by yourself, and you're trying to have as much fucking independence as possible because you're now showering in a fucking showering chair, for me at 46 years old, when I'm an athlete, which is just really weird. Yeah. And not okay with my atypical self.
What about the idea though that what about snaps?
Snaps could work if you have more patience than I do.
I mean, you'd have to.
So I can get in.
You could have a hook and eye to hold it up together like on a prom dress. One little hook and eye, and then
it would have to be a lot bigger. Well, for the weight and the tension.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Engineering women, hear me, please help us with this. Help us with this. Find something else better. But anyway, so now they're like 11 or 12. So there's like 7, I think, or 8 down the front, and then on top of the shoulders there are 3. There are 3 on either side, right? So I'm literally in what feels to me like a 3-point harness evacuation situation.
It's your Hans unit for your titties.
I swear. The problem is that because I can't fucking see my fucking eyes, I can't see them. They're so fucking close to me that I have to find my cell phone readers nonetheless, because they have to be that specific in order to find where the goddamn hook meets the goddamn eye.
Well, here's what I think.
Yeah, that's what the actual fuck. How is this who I have become?
No, so I remember.
How are these the problems that I'm having to?
Well, when
try to figure out.
When the high neck bras started to come out, like the high neck sports bras, I was like, oh, that's nice, because I don't like when I work out and you feel like you're spilling out in down dog, or when you're upside down or whatever. I just don't like that feeling. So I was like, oh, a high neck bra would be amazing, until I got stuck in it and I couldn't get out because the neck hole was so tight. I felt like I was being strangled to death. And then it side cuts in because it's a high neck. So for some reason they think
for those who don't know Adrienne or don't know her body frame, she's not exactly like you're not what I would consider broad shouldered.
No.
So you have like a normal
I'm
frame.
a normal person.
So yeah, your collarbone to breastbone to shoulder ratios are within normal proportions,
yeah.
right?
But
so
not
this
in this
is,
cut,
but not in this bra
or high neck bra.
Yeah.
I mean, and they like cut the sides really skimpy. So it's like, so now I'm not worried about them spilling out the front at the top. I'm worried I'm spilling out my armpits.
Yeah.
Because it's like half a boob is hanging out. I'm like, why are we making this kind of bra?
Side boob fat.
Boob. Oh,
yeah,
or
where the
no.
side boob can just like plump out the fat.
Or the bikinis with the under boob. I don't understand that. That makes me so nervous. You reach up, nipples are showing. You know that little under boob thing. I get it, guys. That's super sexy. But it makes me nervous, and it makes me feel like I need to go and just readjust it.
Like you need to go help them.
Yeah, like don't lift your arms up.
That's the mom.
If you reach up, if a ball comes towards your head, you're gonna get fucking hit unconscious. Because if you reach your arms up, titties are showing. I hate that. It makes me so sad that girls want to show their under boob like that. It's so uncomfortable. Or their side boob. Oh, just put them in a basket. Let them sit there and be happy together without having a whole bunch of like safety harnesses and hook and eyes and
we need better solutions. We need better solutions. So yeah, seriously. ladies in STEM, please help us. So men who are familiar with the region. Maybe that you can come up with something.
No, I think that's the problem. I mean, that men think that they are familiar with that region.
Well, some do.
Well, yeah,
and some do,
well,
and some think they do.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, my doctor did a great job. Apparently, because every single person, I can't believe how many people have seen my tits in the last 90 days. It's been a little ridiculous.
That is kind of crazy, though. Yeah,
but
true.
Every single one of them, they were like shocked at how good they looked, and I was like, really? I don't really have a frame of reference for this, but okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Your girl's been kicked down a little bit right now, so that feels good, I guess.
It's so weird though, like, because when you think about it, it's not like we go around flashing people on a daily basis.
Not
and
anymore.
So like
that was like 25 years ago.
Like you're a naked person, I'm not a naked person.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a naked person. And I mean, after having kids,
that's another difference.
Yeah, that is another difference of us. You're naked, I'm not. And like, you go to have a baby, it's like you don't think about it down there. But then like, I don't know, like as I get older, like I've shown people my boobs, like girlfriends that have been like, oh, you've had a boob job, let me see your boobs, whatever. But it's not like they're like studying them, and so for you, that's a good thing you're a naked person. If this happened to me, I would probably be like, don't look at me, like I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I think that goes away after the first few examinations, and once you understand like the reason for the surgery. But
that's true, because
different people do things for different reasons, and
different strokes for different folks.
That's 100% correct.
So do you think that part of our issue is that we have to be prepared for everything, or have to have what we think we might need for everything, but then we have so much shit that we can't remember where any of the shit is that we just had in our hand 5 minutes ago?
Yes, all of the above.
How many times have we been like, we walked out of the hotel room last night, both of us, without keys.
To go get the stuff from the car because we were so hungry. We made it to the hotel. We're like, let's just go in and eat, and then we'll unload this stuff later. Okay, cool. We go in, we eat, stabilize blood sugar. I'm feeling much better. And then we're like, okay, let's go get the stuff. We both walk out the door. The key is still on the table with the TV. Inside the room, and I was like, we haven't even been here an hour yet.
We're
already locked out of the room. I'm like, this guy is going to be like, oh my god, these chicks.
I know. And it was late too. I mean, so
it was later in the day because you had to work yesterday morning.
I know. It's just funny though. I mean, I guess it's just part of life, is that as you get older, you get freakier.
Yeah, in different ways than you think. Way different ways that you think. That's exactly what it is. I think for me, especially, that's where my no fucks are why they're not growing back anymore. My fuck giver is broken.
But I do have notes on one other thing that we didn't get into.
Oh yeah, which one? What did I forget?
So as I've gotten older, I've noticed that people that mumble that like walk away from me makes me crazy, because I have to ask them to repeat themselves over and over again. So then I feel like that old bitch that can't hear, right? But then if they're not looking in my direction, if they're
if they're
back,
talking to you while they're still looking at their phone,
or
and
like
they're like, and like
away,
you said, mumbling,
I can't. I feel like I'm a deaf person at a like concert that I'm missing everything that's going on.
But that's, I don't know. I'm halfway. Look, you're 5 years. We have 5 years between us.
Mm-hmm.
I've shot a lot of guns and been around explosions and things you haven't.
Yeah.
My husband has also lost hearing from other things. We listen to a lot of really loud music, and we're the rave type, loud heavy metal type. Like, I don't know. We're just always around a lot of loud things. So we definitely have hearing loss. But if I'm saying that it's too loud in here,
that's a problem.
There's something wrong.
Well,
and where we work, that happens a lot,
all the time,
especially the hours that I usually work. My clients can vouch for that, because our prime times, holy crap. So here,
loud.
we have, like, at any given moment, 3 different classes happening in 3 different open aired spaces with separate musics happening. Then you have the overhead music that is adjustable due to the like the background noise. So if there are more treadmills running or more machines being used, the ambient noise level is the same. But then as more and more people arrive and more things are being used and more everything gets louder, and so the whole system raises in level as well.
It's awful.
Then because you have more people, you have people grunting, spitting, chuckling, dropping weights, all of this, people, coaches, coaching to their people trying to motivate each other, getting in the spirit of the music in the class, like it's absolute insanity.
It really is like anarchy. It's like
ridiculous.
Anarchy and chaos.
It's completely not.
It's not a healthy
It's not anti-cortisol at all.
No, it literally is. I think that's why now I'm so antisocial.
It's
because I don't want to fucking be around anybody after being overstimulated all day.
That's Denny says I'm a mole.
Yes.
He gets all pissed off. He's like, oh my God, because when I come home, I'm like, why do you have every fucking light on in the whole house? First of all, that raises my blood pressure, because I'm looking at the pennies of electricity that we're wasting, and how dare we do that to this fucking planet already. First of all, so I'm already pissed walking in the door. Secondly, he bought that goddamn light for the front porch. The one I told you. It's a motion light, and I swear to God, you could land aircraft on my property with this really damn light. It's ridiculous. Why? When I live in the middle of nowhere, literally off of a road that the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. There is absolutely no reason for us to have security lighting out there. We should have respect for the darkness, so we can see the damn star. I know.
Solar lights are
it's awesome. Totally on. See, and you can see the pathway, and you can walk safely to the car. No one's going to trip and fall to their death right there.
No.
So why do we have to have lights? But he thinks that. Because the second that I come home, I'm like, oh my God, can we turn this down? Oh my God, can we turn down this light? Oh my God, can we light some candles or something? I need to sit and breathe. And he doesn't understand. It's because I've been in this overstimulated environment for so long, and my fucks don't grow back.
Well, for me, I don't even
I can't handle it. I'm over. I know you have to sit outside.
I don't even stay in the house.
You have to sit next to the pool, next to the dribbling water, the brook sound, and the quiet, and the birds and the dogs,
outside. I can't even be. I have to I literally go home. I immediately get changed. I put on my comfy clothes, and then I sit outside. And I don't want to interact with any other human for a while. What I do like to do is play games on my phone and listen to a podcast. And if I could do that for an hour, and that gets me decompressed.
Yeah, I decompress.
It's like I need an hour before being around people and an hour after being around people. Yeah. It's like I need a buffer. I need a buffer time.
Absolutely. It's like a wind down zone moment, because you've been wound so tight all day in the environment, and that you're coming out of. And then also our special circumstances right now, so everything's amplified, but on a normal in what was our normal life, it was pretty chaotic a lot of times. And then that's not even event days and things like that.
No, or a holiday, or a January.
That's what I was going to say, a challenge kickoff or something like that. It just gets nuts.
One thing that I have always thought about since I've been working as a personal trainer full time is can I find a way to make a headset for me and my client so that I don't have to scream at them or try to get their attention when they're doing something wrong or that I need their alignment on because it's so fucking loud on the floor.
My clients hear me scream at them to squeeze their butt.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have to scream at them in the middle of the thing. And they, I mean, you know, they laugh about it too. They understand because they're like, what the hell? This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is why if you have this time available, can we go here? You know, like that. And the people that have to come during those times, you know, it's because they have to train during those times, you know.
The good news is, though, is that we're both Pilates certified, so we can go into the Pilates studio, which at least makes it a little bit more... If there's
no class, that's not an option for me.
Right.
Class is happening. Natalie's teaching while I'm on the floor, or Natalie's on the floor while I'm teaching, or it's, this one right here. Mm-hmm. And the last one that was on our list that we didn't talk about.
Oh, what?
Was
you notice I don't remember any of them.
Well... this is why I still to this day have notebooks upon notebooks because I'm a list person and I write lists of my lists to make sure that I don't forget things. Again, that just goes with the preparedness that's been instilled because of the chaos that's ensued because I didn't have a whatever XYZ fill in the blank on whatever day and time. And then some tragedy happened.
It made me
Get
remember.
in the left lane, you're going to take a left at the light.
Okay.
So the last one, which is why I'm telling you where we're going, because this is confusing the shit out of me. Right now, you're using the navigation system in your car that's specific to your brand of car, which we're not going to say.
Yeah, because
but
I can't have this car much longer
I am Android and you are Apple, and that's a huge difference in everything else in our relationship as well. And so I use Google Maps. You have used Google Maps, Waze, and this other navigation system, right? And I have a huge Google and I.
Oh yes.
We have trust issues. Is the way that I say it. We have trust issues because the way that it semi works and that I have become fucking codependent, which makes me angry in a whole other reason for a whole other way. And I'm really proud of my daughter for actually navigating without her using her maps across town.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even do that.
Well, I forced them to learn how to read a map, and they thought I was like dictator crazy. And I thought that was a survival skill I was teaching my kid.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I thought
the distrust of like the navigation,
map.
like a paper map, like the way that only maps that we had when we grew up, other than somebody telling the ones you buy in the gas station that would
Atlas.
Like actually teach you how to drive across country.
Yes.
Before the internet.
Yes.
I thought that learning how to read a map was a necessary survival skill that I would be not a responsible parent if I didn't teach them how to do that.
Hello.
And they completely
irresponsible parent driving.
Well, if that's what you think, but it's just
I didn't
how
think about that. I didn't even think about
if the internet goes down and you don't know how the fuck to get home, that's a problem.
Yeah, I probably should Well,
so
I think they know
anyway,
how to get home.
That's not the point. That's so not the point.
Maps.
And that is so not the point. The maps that change direction or that suddenly decide there's a better way and I don't want to go that way because of XYZ.
Yeah.
And the damn AI thing won't
let you just take it.
Let me go the way that I want to go, but for some reason I can't get over the fact and just turn off the fucking map because I know where I'm going anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? What is going on with this? When did I become codependent on AI? Oh my God. There were no damn cell phones when we grew up and we survived.
We did.
Like we drove across country.
Kind of.
Like I did several damn times with nothing but a map that I bought in the fucking gas station. I was fine. And here we are with having Google Maps.
It was AAA triptychs, and they would be in a little spiral bound, flip notebook.
Yeah, we had a national atlas once we were together for a couple of years and had figured it out. But like at first, we literally had the paper foldable state Texas map, which Texas is so big that like the middle, one of the middle sections is the whole one side of the map. And then you had to flip the map to get the other 5 chunks that Texas couldn't fit on the other side. So it's on the back.
Oh, jeez.
So it's a two-sided paper flippable foldable map that never folds back in its original position.
Well, let's also talk about the fact that if you had that map now with your fucking readers, you'd be pissed. You need a map readers because that fucking print is so much smaller than
It is, and it's my oh god, yeah, that I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you'd be screwed.
But yeah, so here I am. How did I turn into this person that has become codependent on a mapping system of some kind telling me where to go? And I think it's because I do drive 50 miles. I have a 50-mile commute to where I work every day, and figuring out the traffic situation and understanding, because there is one way. There's two ways to go. One that is a lot more economically responsible as far as gas is concerned, and that's the chosen route for me. It's also one of the most deadly highways I've found out in the last 10 years in Texas. So it's the one that I had the other day. No, not that. It's the one that you had to remember when I sent you that article. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But the point is that I think that's why I've become this person who's like obsessed about having the map up, because I need to know if this one highway gets closed down because some jackass decided to end his life or kill someone else because he was driving irresponsibly on a country road that has hill country road that has serious elevation inclines and declines along with curves. It's like driving in the hill country.
We are in the hill country.
We are. But people drive very irresponsibly on there and they kill people every time. And when there's a fatal accident, the whole highway gets shut down and then I can no longer get home.
Yeah.
And so I do have to check these things, but it's an internal fight because
you're pissed that you have to
I don't want to rely on the hundreds of thousands of satellites that keep the internet running, in order to have my life happen the way that I think that it should happen every day.
Oh, I know.
So yeah. But here we are.
I think
here we are.
I think those are our notes.
Those are our notes for today.
I had no new notes.
These were a lot of notes.
This was a lot of notes.
These were a lot of notes.
Hopefully somebody will take something out of this. And then when I get home,
I guarantee you, we're not the only bitches that feel this way about anything. Exactly. There's no way.
Yes, I don't know where I'm going.
And you're taking a left at the green light.
So if this episode resonates with you, share it with a friend. Right, share it with one of your other perimenopause, postmenopausal friends, or maybe you share it with somebody who's in their 30s that's about to hit 40 and be like, "Bitch, get ready for this."
Yeah, just wait, it's coming for you too, honey.
We want to hear from you. Share stories with us at Yoga Change on Instagram. Send us a DM. Send us an email at yogachange@gmail.com. Remember, we didn't plan for this, but we're here. Thanks for listening.
If this conversation meant something to you, share it with someone who might need it too, or reach out and tell us what landed with you at Yoga Changed on Instagram. And before you go, take a breath. Take a second. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. We didn't plan for this, but we're here.